Moving to Ghana was the most scary thing of my life. I was scared shitless. I was like, everything could go wrong when you make this move. But guess what? It didn't. I'm alive, I'm well. I got some of the best jobs. I am eating, I am sleeping, and I am close to my boo. Let me tell you, moving to Ghana was the best thing that ever happened to me. And in this video, we break all that down. What's up guys, welcome to another episode of the vlog. My name is Nairobi. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I've been doing this series called, is it a series? Is it a series? No, it's not a series. I think it's a two-part episode. So last week I spoke about some of the mistakes that I made coming to Ghana and things that I wish I knew as a foreigner before I came to Ghana. However, I feel every coin has two sides, so it's only fair if I come on here and tell you the other side of living in Ghana or moving here and how my experience has been for the last 1 year. I mean, if you're new to the channel, then probably you might not know, but I struggle with mental health and the whole cocktail: anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and before moving to Ghana, I had so many challenges. Like, I was not eating, I was not sleeping, and I was just like in a constant state of fear and panic, and I just felt so much pressure. And it's a story I've told here before, and I've said the very first day that I landed in Ghana, I hadn't slept. Like, when I was in Nairobi, I don't remember the last time I went to bed and I had a good night's sleep. Like, if I tell you I know that, I am lying to you. I would just like, I think I was floating through my life. And on the 4th of July when I landed, I remember I was really sick, period sickness, and I had spent my transit in Kigali at the airport hospital. And when I got here, I didn't eat, I didn't do anything. I was just like sleeping, and I was just in the room. And I remember at about 6:30, I went to bed in the evening. I woke up the next day at 11 a.m. Like, that's how much sleep like my body needed. And it was constant sleep from evening when I went to bed to the time that I woke up. And I woke up thinking, shucks, is this how it feels to sleep the whole night? Like, is this how it feels? It must be nice. Like, it must be really nice to be able to sleep through the whole night. And it's just gotten better from there. I think I eat, I sleep, I exercise as much as I can, and when I have time, actually, I'll be enrolling in the gym really soon, which is something that I was doing in Nairobi before everything just became so overwhelming. So from a mental point of view, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say I'm thriving. If I tell you that I haven't had mental breakdowns in Ghana, I'm lying to you. But I can say that I am at a more stable place, yeah? So I'm off my medication, and I feel like I'm getting better at handling everything that is thrown at me or comes at me. That's just one bit of it. I think the other thing that I really love about the fact that I'm here is that independence that it gives you, because in a foreign country you have to depend on yourself, you have to rely on yourself, you have to do shit for yourself, pardon my language. And I think my greatest fear when I was leaving Nairobi was like, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna die. What if I'm unable to take care of myself? I'm gonna die. Bruh, it's been a year. Okay, there was one time, guys, I was so sick. So I have this really bad character where I don't like asking for stuff, because I don't want to make people feel like I'm asking for too much or I'm bothering people. So I ate wache, and then I went to East Legon. There was an interview that I was supposed to do, but they needed to meet me before the interview. So I met the lady, but I was just feeling like my body. So context, on Sundays I would eat wache. So on Sundays was like my wache day. I buy wache, I buy fish, shito, and avocado pear. And I just sit and eat. So I had done my ritual, and then I went to do the rec. But I was just feeling, something is not right. On my way back, I was like, this body is not 100. I passed by the chemist. I explained how I was feeling. They gave me some drugs. I was like, okay, we'll see how it goes. And then I think by about 4 p.m. or 5, it was escalating. So I called my legal guardian and I say, bruh, I'm not okay. So he comes with more medication. And I'm like, okay, let's see how it goes. By then, I can't hold anything in my stomach and I'm throwing up. So he comes, he insists that I take the medication, which I do. But remember, I've been having diarrhea the whole day and vomiting. At that time, Benjamin is in Sierra Leone. So I am alone technically. But he has to go back home because he has a family. So he goes back to his house and I'm just trying, but I'm feeling like, it's not gonna work. That was the one time living in Ghana that I was so scared and I was like, yep, the fear that I had is coming to pass. I'm gonna die. Like, I'm actually gonna die. I think at 11 p.m. I was like, if I'm gonna die in a hospital. So I call him and I'm like, please come and take me to the hospital. It was so bad, like I couldn't walk. He had to hold me and take me to the hospital. Long story short, I spent almost a week in the hospital and I was in so much pain. It took so many days to stabilize me. Bottom line, I don't eat wache anymore, but this is to just say that even the scariest of circumstances that I found myself in, it didn't kill me. Like, it didn't kill me. And you know, so that constant fear of, oh my God, I'm gonna die. What if never came. So I think I've been able to keep myself alive. I feed myself, I take care of myself. You know, just being independent and knowing sort of like you have no one, but obviously like you have people you can call on, but they're not your immediate family, and knowing that sometimes all that you have can be tricky, but I think I've been able to manage that really well. The most important thing that I want to give credit to is my career wouldn't have been where it was if I was still in Nairobi. So case in point, my YouTube, by the time I was living in Kenya, I think I was still under 1,000 subscribers, or maybe I had crossed, but it wasn't that many. In a year, I've built a community of 9,000 subscribers just by being here. So, I mean, whatever I'm building on YouTube, and whatever this YouTube channel is ever going to be is courtesy of the fact that I moved to Ghana, and Ghanaians have been very open and very supportive, and they're helping me. Also, in terms of my job, I don't think that I would have gotten to where I was professionally if I was still, maybe, but moving to Ghana really fast-tracked my career, because when I started working as a business editor, head of business desk for the whole of the EIB network. And then now transitioning to do other things, and still I'm in management. And I'm like, in Nairobi, where I was working, there was an opportunity to hire an editor. And I remember I told them I could do this, but they didn't take me seriously, or maybe I don't know. And they brought somebody else to do the job. But when I came here in Ghana, they trusted me enough to give me the job to be an editor. And I mean, if you watch Ghanaian television, then you know that I've done a decent job, you know, so at being an editor. I mean, I'm trying to be humble, but our work at GH1 has been trending, and we've been setting the pace for different people. So, I mean, I have had a good run professionally, and I just know. I know that being here has helped. And also, I think because you're away from home, so you have to be as aggressive as you can, because you know that you're all that you have. The other thing that being here has helped me a lot with is trying to rely on people and trusting people. I think when I was in Nairobi, it was just always me, okay? So the only person that I would ever rely on maybe is my younger siblings. However, when I came here, I realized it doesn't work like that. Like, you have to rely on people. You have to be open. I mean, like, even some foreigners that I've spoken to, they're always like, everybody is always in everybody's business here. But when you pause and you think about it, they're not in your business. They actually care about you. And it's very rare to live in a place, particularly in this modern day and age of capitalism, to find people that really care about you, to find people that give a hoot about who you are or how you're doing. You know, if you're uncomfortable about something, people are really willing to step in and help you. People that know you, and also people that do not know you. And that kindness it's forcing me to be kind. It's forcing me to be kind. I know like I'm a nice person, but I wouldn't say that I am Ghanaian nice. And so one thing that I'm learning is you can be nice to people, like you can be kind, you can greet people, you can help people, you can just be a good person. Like I don't need to know you to be good to you, to be kind to you, to be nice to you. And that's something, unfortunately, that I wasn't before I came to Ghana. I was just like, I'm minding my business, I don't give a hoot. But here, because everybody cares about the other person, it teaches you that. I think the other thing that I'm really appreciative of is kindness, patience rather. So when you come here, you'll be like, oh, Ghana is slow, I don't like it, people are slow, things are not moving. And then you realize you're the one who's in a rush. Like you're the one who's in a rush. Where are you rushing to? If anything, Ghana has taught me to pause. Slow down, like slow down. Where are you rushing to? Like, where are you rushing to? And also focus on the important things. Like, I know in Kenya, like you'll call an Uber driver, and even if they're closing, they'll be like, where are you going? Let me drop you. Like, we never leave money on the table. Here you'll call an Uber driver, and they'll be like, no, actually I'm closed. I'm going home. And you're like, what? But he's prioritizing the things that matter. He wants to get home on time, have dinner with his family, enjoy life with his family. Like here people put effort, time, and money in the things that actually matter. And it's not just we're chasing money, we're chasing opportunity. Nah, it's very, everything is well thought out, What I'm trying to say is Ghanaians are not greedy. They're content people. They're not looking for a lot. They're just looking for enough to be able to sustain them. Also, do not confuse that with the fact that if just they're not aggressive and on your face, it doesn't mean that they're not successful. No, there are people who are like so successful, but the building tenets, like the most important things, remain intact. The final point would be that I am closer to Habibi, which is like give or take, because I mean he works in Sierra Leone, so we're not that close, but just by the mere fact that this is something that I had manifested and I had wanted for a long time, and he comes obviously when he can and when he is able to make an arrangement with his employers, and it's nice to be at the same place with him. And at the end of the day, this is his home, so a time will come when probably he will be living here full time. So I mean, it's just exciting. It's a very exciting space to be at, and I'm just like super grateful. Sometimes I have to catch myself and slow myself down and remind myself to breathe, but I love it. All the times I go to the beach, I feel alive. I feel so very alive, and sometimes I just pause and I'm like, wow, I'm here, I live here. So many people would have wanted to do this, but they can't. I remember when I was in Nairobi and I was doubting the fact if I want to come or not. Ingrid, who was my former boss, said, just by the mere fact that you can afford to go, like there's so many people who want to do this, but they can't afford it. Like they can't afford it. So, but just because you can afford it should tell you a lot about it, It should tell you that maybe this was supposed to be part of your path. And the first year was not easy. If I tell you it was easy, I'm lying. But I have had some good times. I've had some beautiful moments, beautiful memories, things that I'll hold on to forever, I love the drive to Tama, just like I sit by the window so that I can be able to look out at the beach when during the whole drive, And also if I'm coming back, even in the night, I'm just looking out to the water, and if I tell you any other thing, I'm lying. So if you're thinking of moving to Ghana, use this video as some of the highlight moments that you'll experience, but also use the other video as lessons. Don't let it scare you, okay? So just know that the challenges are there, but you can always find a way around them. And I think it's even better if you know the challenges that you will get to encounter before you move, because it allows you to prepare better. Guys, that's all I had for you on this episode of the vlog. I just wanted to come out here and have a quick chat with you I'll see you again over the weekend. We're still on the Delta series. Yes, and dope content will be dropping by. The waterfalls are beautiful. You should go to the Volta region. But before you go, I'll see you over the weekend and we can explore the Volta region together.